should be a fantastic close to the Conference USA football season. It's the battle for the trophy as we crown the champion of Conference USA right here today. This is a surprising matchup. The proverbial David versus Goliath, a ranked versus an unranked team. An opportunity to spring a major upset and build a legacy. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start at the 25. So Kentucky's offense will be the first up today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Oh, here comes the reverse. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's an out route, the catch made.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. On the run, it's Anderson.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The offense starts with a short field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Kentucky has moved into the red zone now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. No problem. Knocks it right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Hold it. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking for a gap. It's Anderson. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down mark.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his back. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. And the Hilltoppers will bring their punt team on the field now. Coverage team brings down the return. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, I'll be honest, Chris, I'm really surprised he's trying to get outside like this to try to make a play. He's not the fastest at all. I think he was just desperate to try to come up with a play, and, man, it did not work out. That is a significant loss for the offense.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Makes a quick grab. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Able to get the ball back, but it could still be a drive killer.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. On the ground, it's Anderson. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
His receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the sidelines, good enough for a first down. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
The Hilltoppers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Now it's 2nd down here. Looking for some space. It's Anderson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And he takes it around the 20. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. On first down, it's play action. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So it's 2nd and long at the 20. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27 to see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that's another big sack for this defense. They've come up with so many sacks. It's a great way to get back into this football game. Now, give the quarterback credit. He's played tough through that so far, but one mistake could potentially be a game-changing play.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Well, Kirk, Kentucky has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's looking to scramble. They chase him down. They tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. We'll see if he's got the leg from 49 yards out. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3. Drive going this time. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Play action fake, looking to throw. He makes the grab. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and a quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Number 14, on to kick it away.
Oh, it lands just short of the goal line, but bounces in for a touchback. And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And that ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defense. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Getting some good things in the last drive. Moved it a long way, but eventually stalled out. Defense is coming after him. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
What a call with a play action down inside the 5-yard line. Completely throws the defense. Their eyes are in the backfield, locked in on the quarterback. They lost focus on where he might be throwing the football. Made an easy read for the quarterback and a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. He'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call.
Holding, offense.
Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He fires it, and it's complete downfield. Ball carrier wrapped up, brought down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. He's going to hand this off. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
Offense moving back. penalty. Penalty makes it 1st down and 20. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet.
I see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Great move in the open field. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a 1st down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Nice throw, caught for a completion. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And we find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close 1st half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Second down play coming up. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pass is going to be... He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Timeout is called to Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Important second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's...
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a third down now for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And the Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to take off. Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Hilltoppers will line up here on 1st down and goal. And the running back takes the handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Tackle.